What if I told you that Persia never truly vanished? It simply began answering to another name. Why would a civilization with thousands of years of history choose, in the middle of the 20th century, to present itself to the world differently? Today, we journey through magnificent empires, devastating invasions, and pivotal decisions that reshaped the memory of an entire people. This is more than the story of a country. It is the story of how power, faith, and image can redirect the destiny of a civilization. So settle in, because what you're about to discover goes far beyond a change of name. Picture a vast plateau encircled by mountains and deserts, crossed by ancient trade routes that carried not only goods, but ideas, identity, and ambition. This is the Iranian Plateau, cradle of cultures for millennia. To understand its origins, we must travel back to the 2nd millennium BCE, when Indo-Iranian nomadic tribes arrived. They spoke Indo-European languages, linguistic cousins of Greek and Latin, not Arabic, despite common misconceptions today. In Old Persian, Madar meant mother, and Padar meant father, echoes still recognizable across distant tongues. Among these peoples, two groups rose to prominence, the Medes in the northwest and the Persians in the south, in a region known as Pars, source of the name Persia. At first, the Medes held dominance. Persia was merely a regional term, not yet the name of a world-shaping civilization. Then came a man whose ambition would redefine history, Cyrus the Great. Before Alexander, before Napoleon, before Genghis Khan, Cyrus forged something unprecedented. After defeating the Medes, he founded the Achaemenid Empire, stretching from the Indus River to the Mediterranean. But Cyrus ruled differently. Instead of crushing cultures, he respected them. Temples were restored, local gods were honored, conquered peoples were granted autonomy. To the Jews exiled in Babylon, he was a liberator. To the Babylonians, a chosen restorer. His successors, especially Darius I, expanded and organized the empire with remarkable sophistication, royal roads, rapid communication systems, and a bureaucracy capable of governing vast diversity. It was, as some historians describe, the world's first superpower. Yet no empire stands unchallenged. In 334 BCE, a young Macedonian king crossed into Asia, Alexander the Great. At Granicus, Issus, and Gaugamela, Persian forces fell. The Achaemenid Empire collapsed. But Alexander did something unexpected. He did not erase Persia, he embraced it. He adopted Persian dress, married Persian nobility, and positioned himself as rightful successor. His dream was fusion, a civilization uniting East and West, but his sudden death at 32 shattered that vision. His empire fragmented among his generals, and Persia entered another chapter, transformed but not extinguished. Centuries passed, new dynasties rose. Among them, the Sasanian Empire reclaimed imperial glory. They revived Zoroastrianism as the state religion, and restored Persian political prestige. Then, in the 7th century, a new force emerged from Arabia, Islam. Arab armies conquered the region, Zoroastrian temples faded, Arabic became the administrative language, yet Persian culture endured, absorbing influence without dissolving. Through Seljuks, Mongols, and Turkmen rulers, Persian identity persisted. Eventually, in the 16th century, the Sasanian Empire reshaped the land decisively by declaring Twelver Shi'ism the state religion. This move distinguished Iran religiously from much of the Sunni Islamic world, a defining marker that remains today. During this era, the name Iran, derived from ancient roots meaning land of the Aryans, regained internal prominence. Meanwhile, foreigners still called the country Persia, a name inherited from Greek usage. Two names, one nation. For centuries, the outside world knew the land as Persia, a name evoking empires, poetry, carpets, and mysticism. But by the 20th century, it also carried exoticized and Orientalist overtones in Western imagination. In 1935, the modernizing monarch Reza Shah Pahlavi sent a formal request to foreign governments. From now on, the country should be called Iran. It was more than semantics. It was an attempt to redefine international perception, to project strength, sovereignty, and modern identity. Not everyone approved. Many felt that abandoning Persia severed ties to a glorious past. But the decision stood. Officially and diplomatically, Persia became Iran. Then came 1979. The revolution led by Ruhollah Khomeini overthrew the monarchy and established the Islamic Republic of Iran. The nation's global image shifted once more, this time defined by geopolitics, ideology, and tension with the West. Today, the word Iran often conjures images of political conflict and nuclear negotiations. Persia, meanwhile, evokes poetry, ancient kings, and timeless artistry. Yet they are the same land,
a civilization that has reinvented itself repeatedly without ever truly disappearing. Because sometimes a name is not just a word, it is a battlefield between memory and modernity, between how a nation sees itself and how the world chooses to see it. And Persia, now Iran, still stands.